So it's been an entire year since Spider-Man Far From Home was released, which means it's been an entire year since any cinematic MCU content.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Woo! Sorry, don't know what came over me. So today we're going to be ranking the 10 upcoming MCU movies and TV shows that have dates and we have some information about. For example, MCU Disney Plus shows such as She-Hulk and Moon Knight, those we won't be including because we really don't have much information on those. And also we won't be going into MCU movies such as Blade, Black Panther 2 and Captain Marvel 2 because we really don't have much information on those either. So today we will be talking about Black Widow, The Eternals, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange 2 or Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and Thor Love and Thunder. Disney Plus shows we'll be talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, What If and Hawkeye. At number 10 we have Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now this one is hard because it's the only thing on this list that we've never met this character before and the cast isn't that exciting to me. For example, with something like Eternals, which we'll see later down the list, at least we have some exciting cast and we've seen some set photos and we know a little bit more about it, so I'm a little bit more excited for it. Whereas Shang-Chi, all we know is there'll be Shang-Chi, Awkwafina's going to be in it, and it'll have the actual Mandarin, which yes, is an exciting way to re-look at the Ten Rings and erase Iron Man 3 a little bit, but overall, yeah, we just don't have enough to go on it, so I can't be that excited for it yet. Still looking forward to a trailer though. Number 9 is going to be Hawkeye. I do like with this show that it'll give Hawkeye, one of our legacy Avengers, some more time to really expand his character, as even though he's appeared in quite a few films, he really has never been given much to do. Overall, the main point of this TV show is to set up Kate Bishop, and while some of these, where they're swapping out one of our original heroes for someone different, I think they're good ideas. For example, I'm really excited to see Natalie Portman take on Thor. But it seems like every original hero is getting a female counterpart within the next 2 years, and that seems quite lazy to me. That, and this is the least interesting swap out. This is literally male Hawkeye gets female Hawkeye, whereas at least we know Sam Wilson a bit, so it makes sense for him to take on the Captain America mantle, and with Natalie Portman taking on the Thor role, we have the cancer storyline from the comics that we can get. So overall, this one just feels like the forgettable swap out. At number 8 we have Black Widow. Now, I was so excited to finally see a Black Widow film. I think everyone has wanted this for so long and it just seems like the right film to make. However, this is the only one we have trailers for, and those trailers so far haven't really excited me that much. So overall, it can't really make it past number 8, but still, I really think this can be a great film, and I'd love to see someone like Florence Pugh take on the mantle going forward, because I really like her performances in some other films. Now at number 7, we have What If. So this series will kind of give us new takes on the MCU. Now I think overall this is a very fun idea, however it can't really get any higher up on the list because I'm more invested in the main MCU timeline and that going forward than these separate universes that what could happen. And while this is a very fun idea, it doesn't get me as excited as some of the other ones because I'm more interested in seeing the MCU go forward. Number 6 is WandaVision. Now, this is a hard one to place because this is going for something very weird and different, because this is going for half sitcom, half massive big adventure, and at the moment we just haven't had enough material or seen enough material to see whether those two can really merge. I think this is one that could really fall flat and really just be poorly executed, or be amazing, I think. So overall, this just has to be in the middle of the list, because overall, I'm not really sure how good it will actually be. Number 5 is going to be Loki. Yeah, I think overall, Loki, it makes sense for him to be away from the main MCU timeline now. And Tom Hiddleston is one of those actors that can really take you on this journey, and I'd be really excited to see him in a proper 6-episode arc. However, something makes me feel like Loki was kind of done in the films, and I don't really want this to then retroactively affect the main MCU timeline going forward. I don't think Loki should come back in the films, because overall his arc is done. He's died 3 times now in the films. We really don't need him back again. That would just, I think, kind of become repeating old ground. Number 4 is going to be the Eternals. I'm a sucker for lots of superheroes together, so I think the group aspect looks really nice. I'm really excited for the cast. Salma Hayek, Richard Madden, Kit Harrington, Gemma Chan. These are all really great actors and actresses, and I'm really excited to see them in these roles. Overall, this is just something a bit new and a bit different, and a new set of characters that I'm really excited to see folded into the MCU. Number 3 is going to be Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I think overall, this is just such a cool concept. I think a horror film in the MCU sounds great. I think seeing Doctor Strange really tried and tested would be amazing. I think having this with a real link to an MCU TV show, with this coming after WandaVision, is really, really great for the Disney Plus platform. Overall, I'm very excited for this and the magic it can bring to the MCU. Now, this one might be a very surprising one for a number of people. Number 2, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, this for me is using a Disney Plus template perfectly, because these are a pair of more ground level superheroes that would really benefit from spending a longer time with them. I don't think the Falcon and the Winter Soldier movie would work particularly well, but having 6 hours of it to make it a bit more of a slow build, I think could work exceptionally well. I love the idea of seeing a black Captain America in the MCU, and Anthony Mackie would do a brilliant job at the role. I love that Zemo's coming back. I think Captain America Civil War is one of my favourite MCU films, and seeing him come back will be absolutely amazing. And overall, this is a series I just think can really, really deliver some excellent MCU content. But for me, my number 1 has got to be Thor Love and Thunder. And a big reason for that is, of course, Ragnarok. Taika Waititi directed that. Taika Waititi will direct this, and he gets the Thor character. Thor's comedy in a Taika Waititi movie really, really works. Taika Waititi movies deliver good action sequences, and also he's writing this. And yes, a lot of Thor Ragnarok was improvised, but now he just gets full creative control. I'm a big fan of Taika Waititi movies. What We Do in the Shadows, Hunt for the Wilder People, Jojo Rabbit. I think all of them are excellent. So to see him do more MCU content, I think is just so exciting. That, and we've seen in Jojo Rabbit how he can tackle serious subjects, and I'd love to see him do the Natalie Portman cancer storyline and give it a lot of respect, because that is a very empowering storyline. It's a really important storyline, and overall I think that with Thor is very, very important, and I would really love to see it on the big screen. So that has to be my number 1. So that was my video. What did you think? Leave your comments in the comments section, because that's how comments work. Apparently it's trendy to click the dislike button if you don't agree with my opinion, because apparently you clicked on this video to have your opinions echoed back at you. So if you didn't like this video or disagreed with any single one of my placements, feel free to click the dislike button. And in that case, I'm off to the pub.
This is Willany, and if you're not already subscribed to the Nerdy Brit, right, you should be, right? If you're not, you're a loser too.